Well, hey there, YouTube. It's Petey here. Hi, buddy. Hi.
It's hard to see.
There's Kita's. Kita's here with us today. Hi, nice baby, nice. Don't shine in the lights. So, today... Is today May 1st?
Yes.
There's this Adrian Belew song called May 1st, 1990. It's the first song on an album he made called Here. Now, Here represents the end of the midsection of Adrian Belew's career. This is about the same time when he shifted gears away from traditional songwriting. Adrian had developed a concept which was later exercised and came to fruition through a project which he called Flux. Flux was smaller pieces of music, ideas that didn't need a beginning, middle, or end to flush themselves out. It came at you fast, it changed gears, and it was never the same twice as you listened to it. It was a music app that you purchased. It was like a jukebox that played Adrian Belew music. It was a really neat idea. So the album that came out just after the Here album is called Abzap Tua, and it's still song structure, but we see that it's chopped up. They don't always fade out. They come in and come out. Abzap Tua is a really strong album, and so is Here. Here represents... I'm trying to think of what the other one's called.
Which one?
Inner Revolution. Is there another one?
Between Inner Revolution and Here?
Yeah.
And Abzap Tua? I think that's the order.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Because before Inner Revolution was Young Lions and Mr. Music Head.
Right. Well, Young Lions and Mr. Music Head kind of go together.
You got the acoustic in there too.
Just like the beginning of his career, you have his debut album, The Lone Rhinoceros, and then the follow-up to that was called Twang Bar King. Those albums go together. And it was a little while, and then he put out an album called Mr. Music Head, which Mr. Music Head had showed that he had advanced in his technology, in his production, in his songwriting. He was branching out and being even more adventurous with the styles of music that he would attempt to and I don't mean to say attempt, because he sounds phenomenal whatever he does. Whatever Adrian Belew does, it is worth your time. He's an incredible musician, but this Here album, he also shifted gears in his life. This is when he met his wife, Martha, and they're still together. The day he met her, I believe, was May 1st, 1990. So every time of the year when this date comes up, my wife will say, "Hey, tomorrow is May 1st." And we'll usually listen to that Here album. So we did that today. We listened to Here. And I'll tell you, every time I listen to it, I'm just struck at how much of a masterpiece it is. And that's not to take anything away from any of his other albums. They're all at the same quality level. They're all just like top shelf. You can't get any better. Now, eventually, as he went on, he got into a more experimental phase, and he stopped writing lyrics. He was doing instrumental, And it's not to take anything away from those albums either. They stand on their own. There's an album called E that he did where he went and performed at the Metropole Orchestra, which is absolutely mind-blowingly incredible music, where he again has evolved to another level of musicianship. He wrote some music for that E that is on another level. It really is. It's really, I hate to say mathy because that doesn't sound listenable. Adrian Belew is a huge inspiration to me, but I can't sing like a bird. I can't play guitar like a fraction as good as he does. So it's really humiliating, humbling listening to Adrian Belew's music because it's so unbelievably good. So if you don't have any of that in your collection, I would encourage you to check that out. The album is called Here. I don't know why he didn't win a Grammy for that album. I know he was up for one. Did he win a Grammy for beatbox guitar? I believe he did. I believe he did.
Sure,
and he got an Oscar for, what's that?
So he was up against that, was it Les Paul or some other, guitar guy.
Significant person. Yeah.
So, and he got, for
his work with Pixar. Yeah. There's a short called Piper. And Adrian did the music for that. And you would never guess it's him. There's a part where a real scary part of the cartoon, it's about a bird, waterfowl I think they call that, and it's a bird that lives on the beach. And this big, massive ocean wave, this dark wave comes in. And there was something in that, the sound effect and musical theme of that wave, that made me burst out laughing, where I recognized his musical soul in that. But really, it's not like if you watch Piper, you think, oh, this is Adrian Belew. It's just a really well done soundtrack accompaniment to this animated mini featurette. So we saw him not too long ago, and I just burst into tears when I saw him. I went up and hugged him, and I was like, man, you have no idea the impact that your music has had on our lives. Thank you. And he was like, oh, come on, man, you don't have to get emotional about it. But he said, oh, I've got a bunch of different ideas and angles of where I could go with my solo career, and I'm not even close to being done. So they say, like, when the Rolling Stones turn 40, would they still want to be doing it? And now they're what, 60, 80? I don't look at Adrian Belew in the same way that I would look at any of the guys in the Rolling Stones. I think he's on a completely different level. He's from a completely different galaxy. He's just undefinable. You can't really pin Belew down. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in checking out, consider that typically with music of this caliber, it's not going to knock you over on your first listen. You're going to need to hear it about 4 times. And then that 5th time, you'll find the next day it'll be going through your head. You'll come home from work or wherever it may be and put it on. And you'll be screwed for about a year. That's all you'll want to listen to. That's how it was for me. And I have all of his stuff here. There's one that I don't have. I think Flux Volume 2 we don't have. So I'm going to have to pick that up. But it's an interesting time to be an Adrian Belew fan. We have a lot to look forward to. because he's put together a group called Beat, and they're going to be performing the music of King Crimson from the period of the 80s where Adrian was fronting that band. So he's got the original member Tony Levin, who's played with everyone from John Lennon to Pink Floyd. An incredible talent. He's Peter Gabriel's bass player. Tony Levin is an incredible bass player that's come up with his own unique approach to mastering that instrument, utilizing his funk fingers, extensions, and playing the Chapman stick touch guitar. On drums, they're going to have Danny Carey, who's the drummer from Tool, considered to be one of the top drummers in the world. And filling in for Robert Fripp's footsteps, Steve Vai. I got my ticket, and boy, I'll tell you what, I cannot wait. I know Belew is going to be in top form for this. So it's going to be something to look forward to. I won't miss Julie Slick if Tony Levin is here. No offense, Julie. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves, hug your pets, and peace.